So we brought you a story the other week going over a lawsuit involving Burnley and Everton in the Premier League over alleged loss of revenue owing to PSR breaches, but there has been another case going on as well, that between Everton once more and Leeds United, and the two parties have now reached a settlement agreement. So this one is put to bed. But what is this settlement agreement? Is this a good deal for Everton and Leeds? And what does this mean as well for the Burnley case as well? Because I already had my say on that last week with you guys. But let's have a look at the full story for you here on thefootballchronicle.com as always. Everton and Leeds United have resolved their dispute linked to Everton's breach of PSR regulations during the 2021-22 campaign, according to reports from the PA news agency. The agreement, first revealed by The Athletic, is understood to have been reached last season, although neither club has publicly commented on the matter. Everton were hit with an initial 10-point deduction in November 2023 after an independent commission confirmed they had exceeded PSR limits by £19.5 million. That penalty was later reduced to 6 points following a successful appeal by the Toffees. Under PSR regulations, clubs are permitted to lose £105 million over any 3-year period. When the sanction was announced in November 2023, the Premier League also released details of a commission judgment from May 2023 as well. That ruling gave Leeds, Nottingham Forest, Southampton, Leicester and Burnley 28 days to state whether they intended to pursue compensation claims. Essentially, it's all down to potential loss of revenue, because if you get relegated from the Premier League, you obviously lose out on that TV money. And while the TV money in the Championship is actually very high, especially for a second tier, compared to the juggernaut that is the Premier League, it is a lot of money they are losing out on, plus merchandise sales, plus the added cost of tickets as well. I mean, there's a lot of things that go into that. Therefore, they basically had to file as to whether they thought they had been wronged by Everton overspending and staying in the division while those guys got relegated. That is where this all comes from, essentially. With Leeds' settlement now agreed, though, Burnley's case is believed to be the only unresolved claim. No similar deals are thought to have been made with Forest and Southampton nor Leicester. The dispute arose partly because Everton finished 16th in the 2021-22 Premier League season, ending just 1 point and 1 place above Leeds. Financial records from that season show Everton collected £1.9 million more than Leeds in merit payments, a sum which could have implications for compensation discussions. So that's essentially the crux of it, guys. So that could well be what the compensation deal is. It could be 1.9 million. It could be more than that. It could be less than that. We're not going to know. It's undisclosed. Maybe we'll know when the accounts come out for Leeds for this current season, if Everton do indeed pay them during this season for that. We'll have to wait and see what happens there. But yeah, I mean, for me, Leeds' argument is a lot more ironclad effectively, because it's such a small margin, just 1 point between the two sides. And you could very easily argue that because Everton overspent, they had a better team, and because they had a better team, they finished with 1 point more. If they had 1 point less and actually stayed within the financial regulations, they could have been relegated instead. It is not exactly an ironclad argument by any means, but I think the two parties coming to a settlement is a rather sensible decision, really, from both of them. I mean, Everton could easily lose out more. Leeds could lose more as well. I mean, just think about the legal costs alone for something like this. I mean, if we're talking about a sum of a few £1,000,000, then in terms of the financial outlay they would have to bring for a legal team for something like this, it would likely be, a good chunk of that, if not even more than that, depending on how long the case goes on for. And like I said with Burnley as well, with their case, I mean, I don't know what the hell they're talking about with that one. I mean, I can't believe that's going to court. I am absolutely dumbfounded by that. I cannot explain that one. I think Everton are absolutely going to take them to the cleaners. They have no case, really, for me. I must be honest. But, I'm not a legal expert by any means. I'm just giving my opinion on this. And, yeah, it's not going to be the end of this. We are going to see more of this eventually if more PSR breaches are made in the coming years. But for me, the PSR regulations are not fit for purpose. I think they entrench the good teams and they keep the bad teams, as it were, further down the league. I mean, the big teams and the small teams, I should say, not the good and the bad. I mean, the bad teams are the ones at the top, you would argue, not the people at the bottom. But anyway, let's not get into that discussion. Your thoughts in the comments below, guys. Have a fantastic day wherever in the world today. And if you're an Everton or a Leeds fan, let me know what you think about this as well. Fair or unfair?